Grok Imagine Video got an upgrade, and it's rather impressive. Just go to grok.com and click on Imagine. Welcome, my name is Rosh, the co-host of the Creative AI Show, where we are two creative guys talking AI, and in this video we're comparing the new Grok upgrade, Imagine Video, with Sora as well as Veo 3.1.
Let's get to it.
We're over at Fall AI to compare all three of the platforms in one location, really giving it a even playing field, everything coming through the same system and pipes. We're going to compare text to video, as well as image to video, as well as editing video, which was rather impressive. And I gotta tell you, in some areas, Grok Imagine Video, I would say, is outperforming the others. We'll get this really tough prompt out of the way in the beginning. It's a text-to-video prompt with a Rube Goldberg machine, which is a series of actions, and you'll see this. Now, it says a dolly shot of 15 seconds. We're not going to have 15 seconds for all of them, but it's worth noting you can do 15 seconds with Grok Imagine. Sound on, and this is what we got from Sora. Not too bad, especially with the wood domino pieces falling over. It didn't follow everything, but it's not too bad. Let's take a look at Veo 3.1. Well, I'm gonna have to say not so good at all, quite honestly. I mean, nothing makes sense. It's really, yeah, it's a miss. Let's see what Grok Imagine Video did. Again, we can go up to 15 seconds, at least we can so here on fall.ai with Grok, so that's impressive. I do appreciate the background. I always appreciate it when it has a relevant background, so that's nice. Let's see how it does. Okay. It's certainly not perfect, didn't knock over the dominoes, but let me say this, listen. The sound, it's really good and in sync. Even that sand is impressive. So I'm going to give it second place overall, although I think probably Sora did a little better job in terms of the action, but again, none of them are getting this perfect because it's designed to be really hard. One thing I like to do is work with chefs and food, especially pouring, say, wine or juice and so forth. And in this case, a chef fills a glass of wine to the very top. That is important. Takes a sip and throws the glass to the ground. Quite often, it doesn't go to the very top. Let's take a look at what Veo 3.1 did first. Obviously, there's some issues here. The pouring of the wine was pretty good. I'm not sure why he's drinking and then our glass comes back. So, not great. Let's see what Sora does. Here's Sora, and this is brand new.
Not today. Not today.
I like it.
Not today.
I wasn't sure I was going to like it without this, when I saw it without sound. And I think it actually, I had done this before with Sora, and it said something else. Maybe that was a different platform. But.
Not today.
All right, let's see what Grok does. No, that braking doesn't work so well. Good. Then from that point on, once it cuts to the braking scene, yeah. First part, not too bad. Not too bad. Although the pouring the wine isn't great if you really look at it compared to, say, oh, look at the bottom part. It's going through the bottom. But, I mean, compared to Veo 3.1, I would say Veo, then Sora, then Grok. Let's take a look at another. Here we go with a favorite type of video of mine, a model walking down a busy futuristic street toward the camera wearing a gold dress, silver gloves, and red shoes. Here's Sora. Alright. A little slow motion. Not sure about the background music either. And even the footsteps, if those are footsteps, the clicking doesn't work. Let's see what Veo does. It's okay. Let's see what Grok does. Nice. And I think the background music and the walking is in time and in sync. I'll give this one to Grok. Now, another thing that you can do is edit your video. So let's do exactly that. So I've uploaded that last video that we did, and now we're going to say turn the dress green and run. Here's our result. Everything is consistent. Red shoes, the gloves are the same color as the dress. It's the same style of dress. Very good. Now let's try something that every other platform seemed to have trouble with. So this and similar images I've used before with image to video. And I say cowboy gets on his horse and rides away. And there's always some sort of funkiness when it comes to getting on the horse. And let's take a look at what Grok did, because I was rather impressed.
Easy there, partner. Giddy up, let's ride.
Pretty good. A little
easy there, partner.
Odd cut, and no.
Giddy up, let's ride.
Obviously, there's some issues, but in
easy
the
there,
past,
partner.
some of the other
Giddy up, let's ride.
Like the leg would go through the
Easy
neck. In I think one of the last videos, that's exactly what happened. This is pretty good. Now, this weaker area, I'll show you in the next set of text to video. It's a tough one where there's a couple of them that we're going to do that have conversation or audio with people. That's where Grok seems to start to lose its strength. It's just not as strong there. But I'm going to say so far, I'm rather impressed considering we're comparing to the top two, in my opinion. So this is a fun one, and there is dialogue here. Pause to read. And this is what Sora gives us.
Darling, what is that glowing rectangle you keep fondling?
It's basically a tiny telegraph that fits in your pocket.
Can it reach Paris?
It can reach Mars.
Perhaps. Darling, what is that glowing rectangle you keep fondling?
That's really good. I mean, the Sora does. I think Sora's often near the top, especially when it comes to voice or conversation. Let's see what Veo 3.1 does.
Darling, what is that glowing rectangle you keep fondling?
It's basically a tiny telegraph that fits in your pocket.
Can it reach Paris?
It can reach Mars.
Darling, what is that glowing rectangle
not too
you
bad.
keep fondling?
It's basically a tiny telegraph that fits in your pocket.
Can it reach Paris?
It can reach Mars.
Darling, what is that glowing...
I think Sora was a little better. Let's see what Grok gave us.
Darling, what is that glowing rectangle you keep fondling?
Betsy your coffee.
Reach Paris and it comes too far.
Darling, what is that glowing rectangle you keep fondling?
Betsy your coffee.
Reach Paris and it comes too far.
Darling, what is that?
Not so good. Let's give this one more shot. Since this is the Grok video, let's see if it can improve. And because right now you can tell that the punchline or the very end of it was done over the speaker. Let's just see. Let's give it another shot. And as you can see, we can go up to 15 seconds. Let's give it 8 seconds. And we'll run. One thing I'll say out of all these is Grok is the fastest, and then Veo 3.1, and then by far the longest to render is Sora 2. All right, let's see what Grok gave us in their second opportunity.
Darling, what is that glowing rectangle you keep fondling? It's basically a tiny telegraph that fits in your pocket.
Paris. It can reach Mars.
Perhaps we've gone too far.
Darling, what is that glowing rectangle you keep fondling? It's basically a tiny telegrapher that fits in your pocket.
Paris. It can reach Mars.
Now, the wrong
Perhaps we've
person.
gone too far.
Darling, what is that glowing
I do
rectangle
like the
you keep
action.
fondling? It's basically a tiny telegrapher that
that
fits in your
part.
pocket.
Paris.
Although, I mean, she's jumping on his line, but I do kind of like the way she does it. But, that still not as good as Sora and Veo 3, but better the second time around. Grok certainly has come a long way, and there's a lot of freedom with the upgrades in Grok, and you can get away with a lot more than you could with perhaps Sora or even Veo 3.1. So if you're looking for a little more freedom, a fast rendering, and less expensive, because the cost is pretty darn good, and I believe free for most of us. There are paid plans, and I'm on a paid plan, so I've not played with free. So feel free to comment below and share what you get with free. But overall, I'm impressed. If you want to hear more about AI for the creative, check into the Creative AI Show every Monday on this YouTube channel, as well as your favorite podcast location, where we are two creative guys talking AI. I'll see you in the next video.